it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas, and today we have a fun video for you. It is our July 2020 Patreon tutorial. Now, if you're not familiar with what our Patreon is and why we do a specific tutorial for you, let me go ahead and explain it. So, right now on our Patreon page, there are three different levels. So there's a $4 a month where you get all of the SVGs that are for the $4 or less Patreon supporters. You get entered into the Patreon only scrap box drawing, and you get access to the commercial use files that we upload for the Patreon kit. Now, the $10 a month level, now all files that don't say for personal use only, you get access to all of the Patreon files for the $4 and up, plus their commercial use unless otherwise noted. So sometimes it will say for personal use only, but other than that, it is a great deal because you can sell them, that kind of thing. And there are so many, and you can download past ones. And then last but not least is the $45 a month one, which is our kit level. So in the kit level, you get access to all the previous levels, so the scrap box drawing, all the SVGs, plus you get mailed out each month a shirt kit that includes the shirt, which this is a Heather Mellow Yellow Tooltex, and then you get all the vinyl that you need to complete it. And there's typically 5 different SVGs or so there's lots of things to play with. Now, with this kit level this month, you get the Heather Mellow Yellow shirt, the Carmine Brown, Aqua Green, Coral, and Black Thermaflex Plus included in the kit. And all these items can be purchased separately on our website, so just so you know. And plus, before I forget, don't forget the embossed is on sale this week for $5.95 a sheet. They're typically $7. That sale ends on June 21st, so 2020. Now, if you'll give me a moment to change the camera angle, I'll show you how we made this. Okay, so today we're doing our Patreon kit tutorial. Now, if you're not familiar with what that is, every month, if you're a Patreon supporter for $4 or more a month, you get access to the monthly SVGs, plus several others during the month as well. But these are part of what vinyl goes with our kit. The kit level is $45 a month, but you get access to every benefit level, plus the vinyl and the shirt that goes along with it. While I'm here, I wanted to remind y'all that through Sunday, the 21st of June, 2020, the Deco Film Embossed, which is new, is on sale on our website for $5.95. It is typically $7 a sheet, and it is 12 by 19 inches. So, to move on, now we need to download our files. Now, as you can see, these are our July 2020 Patreon SVGs. This kit goes out at the beginning of July, but the files are geared more towards events happening in August. So we've got some teacher ones and still some summer ones because some people don't go back until September. Our kids go back in August. So I think we're going to use one of our teacher SVGs. And these are for commercial use. So if you do decide to become a $4 or more a month, the ones that are labeled for July Patreon, these are commercial use. And other than that, if you want to use any of the others as commercial use, you do have to be a $10 or more a month patron. Okie dokie. So I think we're going to do Saving Suntans. No, we're going to do Teacher's Gonna Teach. Okay, so we're going to click Save. Now we're going to go down here to Cricut Design Space and click Upload. Go to Upload Image, which as you can see, these are some of the files that are in there. There are some really cute ones. Nadia did a great job. She designed them this month. So we're going to select our Teacher's Gonna Teach SVG and click Open. Now we're going to go ahead and click Save. Now we're going to select that file and click Insert Image. Okie dokie. Now let's go ahead and ungroup our image because there's a lot. So we want to go ahead and select by color and weld these together. So that's the coral color, or at least part of it. Now, one thing about the coral is because the words are spread out, I'm not going to weld both pieces together because that will waste vinyl. Like if they were right next to each other, I would go ahead and weld that. But because they're so far apart, I'm not. So I'm going to go ahead and make it where I cannot see those. Now we're going to go ahead and select the word gonna. There we go. Again, make it where we cannot see it. Now I'm going to go ahead, since I don't have all that selected, we're going to go ahead and weld. Oh, nope, that selected everything. Let's go ahead and ungroup that. There we go. So let's go ahead and select the top of the pineapple. Oop. And select weld. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. Let's see what that is. Ah, yes, we want to keep that. So now we're going to go ahead and start selecting our shells. Okay. This will make it easier. So what we're going to do, okay, weld that together. Let's go ahead and make it where we cannot see it so that way we can make sure everything. Okay, yeah, see, we selected all of that seashell. Now we're going to do the same thing with the other seashell. Go ahead and weld that together. Now we're going to make it where we cannot see that. Perfect. Now we're going to select everything that's in black and weld it together. So as you can see, now we have 3 pieces of teal, 2 pieces of coral, and 1 piece of black. Now, the reason why I go ahead and weld, you either need to weld or attach, because the way that Cricut works, whenever you bring a file over to send it to cut, if it's not attached, it will mess up. Let's go ahead and move that over just a hair. For some reason, let's take and get rid of it. Just a second. Okay, that's better. Okay, so now I want to select everything. Okay, so this vinyl that we're using is 15 inches tall. So we can make this a maximum of 14 inches, which makes it 9.7 wide. So this is going to be a really tall design in comparison to what we normally do. So let's go ahead and click on Make It. Now, one thing we do want to go ahead and make sure we do is mirror all 3 sections, because if not, they will not fit together correctly. There we go. Now we're going to click on, not my calendar, not my editing, excuse me. Now we're going to click on Continue. Okay, and see, it's telling us that one of our images is larger than 11.5, so you need to use a 24-inch mat with it. Click OK. We're going to choose Everyday Iron-On. Now, if you'll give me a moment to change the camera angle, I will show you how we're going to put this together.
The first thing that we need to do is weed our vinyl. Now, I want to go ahead and show you the colors that are included with this month's kit. We have brown, carmine, which is a new beautiful red that we have, aqua green, coral, and black. So you got some basics and then you got some fun stuff in there, you know. And this is a great way whenever you're at the kit level to see all different kinds of colors and things like that. Now I am using my Easy Weeding wooden pick to weed this, and it is available on our website, just like all of the products that you see in today's video, other than like the Cricut Easy Press, and the shirts are not available right now on our website because shipping has been kind of sporadic, and I didn't really, you know, some things are a little bit harder to get right now because of everything that's going on. So there is our pineapple. And you know, a lot of teachers love the beach theme. This would make a great teacher gift, or it will also, you know, make something adorable that you can sell. Why this am I having trouble? Might help if I actually lift it. Okay. And typically when I weed, I start from the end of the letters and weed towards the beginning of the word. To me, it seems to work out better than if you're trying to weed the other way. It just seems like there are more letters that are conducive to this style of weeding. Maybe not always, but you know. And if you're wondering about the brand of vinyl, I am using Specialty Materials Thermoflex Plus. And I'm sorry if the air conditioner bothers you because it is 9,000 degrees in Southeast Texas right now. So, and humid, humid, humid. You know, there are certain things, like I've lived in several states in my life, and I love being in places that it's warm because I don't like cold weather. Never have, never will. But the heat and humidity in Southeast Texas and like Florida and stuff like that is just so crazy. And it takes some getting used to, let me tell you that. But it has been, or at least this summer seems like so far it has been really hot. Okay. I love how this came out. Okay, so now I'm going to take my scissors, cut those two apart. And I do have my Easy Press, my Cricut Easy Press. I have the original version, so mine's a 9x9. So we are going to have to do this in sections. But the temperature is set to 330 degrees for 15 seconds. Okay. Now, I know some of you find weeding boring. You can fast forward through this part, but I hate to cut it out because a lot of people, when I do cut it out, complain that they like to watch the weeding. So, we try to appease everybody. And one of the things, like, I want y'all to realize too is having things set up in advance for your like especially if you're selling it, coming out early is never a bad thing. You know, it gets people in the mood to shop for that particular holiday or season. There we go. Now, we're almost finished. And shirts are always popular for selling. Okay. There we go. Lots of little things. Now, one thing I want to teach you too is don't worry if you ever poke your vinyl in the wrong spot. You don't have to worry about that because it will melt back together. Just so you know. And have a lot of people who get worried that they've messed something completely up from poking. And no, that's not how it works. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now that's all weeded. Now I'm going to take and cut this apart just like I did the other pieces. So we want each individual shell, and then the word gonna. Okay. Now we're going to grab our Steady Betty, and I have a 15 by 24 inch Steady Betty. I bought it at the Houston Quilt Show. These are available at steadybetty.com. This is not affiliated. I paid for it myself. It's just, this is a nice small little company who've been making these forever. Okay, now I'm going to lay out my t-shirt. This is a Heather Mellow Yellow t-shirt by Tooltex. It is extremely soft and comfortable. It's a new color. Don't you just love that yellow shade? Just a happy color. Or at least I think it's a happy color. Okay. There we go. Now, I'm going to take my t-shirt guide, which is a 15 inch because I have a 15 inch. Let's angle that so you can see it. Because I have a 15 by 24 inch Steady Betty. So you go for the size of your press, or if you're using even if you're using like one of the Cricut iron-on mats, this is what I have found is the easiest way to line it up. Now, I'm going to crease my black, and as you can see, I have the sticky side out because if you do stick it together, you can mess up your vinyl. And because this is an extremely tall design, we're going to keep it about 2 fingers from the neck, just lining that center mark up. There you go. Now we're going to take our Teflon sheet. We're going to cover. And we're going to do this for about 5 seconds on each pressing. Okay. Trying to make sure to hit all spots. There we go. I think I hit them all. I'm not sure. Okay. We're going to remove our clear plastic layer. And we're going to start laying out our other colors. Okay. And as you can see, that's one thing with the outlines. It definitely makes it a whole lot easier to align. Yeah, we're going to wait till we do the coral. Okay. There we go. Now we're going to cover again and press for about 5 seconds. Okay. Wanted to make sure we hit all the spots. Now they do make, Cricut does make a bigger easy press. And I will tell you this, I love to use my easy press. I need to get that T again right there. But if you're going to be doing this to make money, I would recommend getting a heat press. And there are a lot of great budget friendly options. But I mean, I do love using my easy press, and I will still continue to use it for business stuff because there are certain things that it works really well on. Okay. Go ahead and remove the clear plastic layer. Let me get that T over there. Got to make sure you hit all the spots. And that's the only thing about using like the Teflon sheet and stuff, which you need to use a Teflon sheet that helps protect your heat press and your iron. But it's hard to tell exactly where you've stuck. There we go. Hot, 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 hot. There we go. Okay, now we need to put in our other pieces. The word gonna. And our seashells. Okay. I love how this looks. There we go. Now we're going to cover again, and this time we're going to go for the full 15 seconds. So we're going to do this in 4 sections just to make sure we get it nice and even. Okay. And as you can see, I'm putting a little bit of force behind it, but not a whole lot. I mean, the Cricut Easy Press actually works really well. Okay. And I'm in love with this color scheme. It is very, very reminiscent of like the 70s style, which I am super into those kind of color schemes. Like, I love like the old school avocado kitchens and things like that. That is one design that I really do love. Okay, there we go. Go ahead and remove our clear plastic layer. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut the camera off, but one thing I do after I do this is I will go ahead and reheat all these sections. I just don't want to spend another minute heating all that. So give me a minute and we'll go over how we made this.
Hopefully you like this video. If you do, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below. And if you do, we post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Plus we do a live every Tuesday answering your questions and kind of chit-chatting to get to know each other. Don't forget to check me out on all my social media, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram. But I guess that's it. So we shall see y'all on Monday. Bye.